Hi there, this is Victoria from Amalfi Estates, and I'm here again with Audrey Lee from HomeLight Home Loans. Really excited to talk about an exclusive partnership we just launched with them. Last time we talked about their cash offer program, which is awesome, but today we're going to talk about a really special program called their trade-in program that's going to create amazing opportunities for sellers. I'm so excited to be here with Audrey Lee from HomeLight Home Loans, and we're going to be talking about their trade-in program. If you're in the fortunate position of looking for a new home but already own your home, it can be really tricky to figure out timing. Do you buy a home first? Do you sell a home first? Do you carry two mortgages? It's tough to know what the right answer is when nothing is really perfect. Up until now, there wasn't really a solution that didn't require you to spend a lot of money or write contingent offers, which is far from ideal in a competitive market like LA. So with this program, you'd submit your home for approval to HomeLight, and they would come and make a guaranteed offer on your home. If you decide to move forward, you're now able to use that to unlock the equity to make a purchase in the future. So now that you've found this amazing new home you want to purchase, you're able to write a non-contingent offer and then go through your traditional escrow process. Once you close, you have a few days to move out, and we immediately start the process together with HomeLight of getting your property ready for market. The goal is to get it to market as quickly as possible and sell it in less than 45 days. During that time, you're going to be acting as a traditional seller. You're making all the decisions, you're driving the process with us as your agent and HomeLight as your partner. The big difference here is that you have the convenience of having already closed on your new home. You're moved in, you're settled, you're not having to have people do showings in a property that you still live in, especially during times of COVID. So it totally separates the process for you and does it on your timeline. The price that we list your property at is going to be a price that we all agreed upon when you went through the initial approval process with HomeLight. They would have made you a market offer based on that price. Now, when we come to market, what's really cool and very unique about this program as opposed to other programs that people have is that if we sell your property for over that initial price, you get to keep the proceeds. If it sells for less than that initial price, you still got that guaranteed offer from HomeLight, and that's not going to change, which is major, right?
Yes.
So again, let's talk about this because I think this is also something that sounds too good to be true. How do you guys make this happen, and what are the fees involved?
Yep. So the reason why we wanted to start a product like this is because HomeLight's vision is to make every transaction more simple, certain, and satisfying. And so this is a major problem. It affects over half of buyers in the country.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to provide a really great solution that was a win-win-win for everyone involved. Our fees are based on the amount of time that HomeLight owns the home.
Okay.
So on a 60-day hold, the fee would only be 1.5% of the final sales price.
Okay.
And the reason why we're able to keep our fees so low is because the main way that we generate income from this is actually helping them on the loan side when they're buying their new house.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And if you think of that 1.5% and look at that in the cost relative to the purchase price, it's a pretty small fee for the convenience of all the timeline changes that you're going to get with this program. So I think one thing that would be really helpful is, Audrey, do you want to give us an example of how someone's been able to do this in our market? I think it's easier to conceptualize how it works.
Exactly. So we were working with a client and they couldn't qualify for their next purchase, and they were actually faced with their one option was doing an 80-10-10 or a piggyback loan, or really just a second mortgage.
Yeah.
So as we know, they're expensive. It's really hard to refi. So they were thrilled when we presented trade-in to them. We were able to give them that guaranteed offer. They found their dream home, were able to make a non-contingent offer and move in. When we listed on the market, we were able to sell the property 8% above asking price.
Yeah, that's
and
amazing.
Their second check was over $200,000.
Okay, since timing is such a big factor in this, once someone gets their home approved, how long do they have until they have to purchase their next property?
So we like to work off of your client's timetable. So even though you can treat our offer as like a pre-approval from a lender, it lasts about 60 days, but really we just need to get it renewed, maybe check the market conditions. If nothing's changed, we just re-sign it. But that really allows your client to shop stress-free and know that once they find the home of their dreams, they have a buyer ready to make an offer.
Yeah, that's great, because sometimes it can take you a couple of weeks to find a property, sometimes it can be months. So having that flexibility is major. last thing we want to talk about, because I think people will be curious, is what does the approval process look like for the property?
So it's really simple. We meet with your client first, kind of get their financial analysis, get them approved for a loan, and then we will also send out an inspector to the property so we can get the full condition of the home so that we can really give an accurate valuation, and then of course our guaranteed offer.
Yeah, that's great. And something that I want to mention is that we are involved in that process also, so we're able to give the local market insight and really help advocate for what your home's true value is. So we're super excited about this program. If you have any questions, please give me a call at 310-614-4240 or victoria@amalfiestates.com. Thank you so much, Audrey, for being here and for being so helpful. The HomeLight team is awesome. We're both here to help you guys in any way that we can.